Hi, welcome to Tony's Quick Tips. How often should you send information out? See, that's the next question after what should I write about or how often should I write? Well, think like the customer. How often should you produce blogs or infographics or videos? Well, it depends on who you're producing them for and what you're trying to achieve. For example, if you're aiming to work with suburban mums and dads where they're typically both working really long days, they barely have time for themselves, and then you're producing a blog that delivers really useful information just once a month, it's probably going to be plenty. But make it really meaty. Give really useful information and tips that they can use, that makes it worthwhile reading and spending time on. If, however, you're aiming to work with some really busy finance professionals, for instance, who are constantly absorbing a lot of information every day, then you're going to need to produce stuff a lot more often just to maintain a presence and begin to create some top-of-mind awareness because of the sheer volume of information they're dealing with. You need to make the content a little bit lighter in that case and a little bit easier to read or scan quickly, and try and concentrate on giving just one solid tip or piece of value every single time you engage, but just one, because they're too busy to absorb more than that. So think about the audience that you're writing for or producing content for. How do their lives work? How much information is too much for them? How much is just enough? And what are they really looking for in the way of help or information? The same thinking is just as applicable when it comes to producing your newsletters or e-zines. Get a clear idea of who you're producing it for, how they like to absorb information, and how often is too much. Because then it becomes a lot easier to work back from too much to how often is about right. So finally, experiment with the frequency and don't be afraid to try things, but start a little slower rather than faster. If you think every 4 weeks is about right but you're not sure, try 6 weekly just for a little while. Check your analytics, ask some questions and revise if necessary. So how often you should write is best answered by putting yourself in the customer's place and actually asking, how often would I want to read? Stuff like that. Think like the customer, and that's the quick tip for today.